Now, examples of, okay, let's just get into the first thing. I hope we are with our notebooks or maybe recording or something, but I feel like this is a segment that we should try to be a part of as much as possible. Now, we've already talked about why vision boards are important. The second thing is the steps to creating your own vision board. The number one thing you want to do when you want to create a vision board for yourself is to define your goals. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Be clear and be very specific about what you truly want. That's something you would do. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Now, for instance, my goal is to be, if I say that my goal is to be the number one journalist, maybe from a region, from in Abuja, or maybe in Lagos, or maybe in Kogi, or I just say that I want to be, what do I want to do with my life? Is it journalism I want to continue doing? Or I want to be a makeup artist, I want to be a fashion designer? Define your goals. And remember what we talked about goals. Your goals must be smart. It must be specific. It must be measurable. It must be attainable. It must be realistic, and it must have a time bound. When you have gone through the entire process of setting a smart goal, now you know what your goals are. Define it clearly and ask yourself, what do I truly want? So you need to be very clear and you need to be very specific, because when you're creating a vision board, remember the idea is to look at it every morning and work towards making it bringing it to life, or making it a success story or something. So define your goals. That's the number one thing. And ask yourself, what do I truly want? Be clear and specific. And the number two thing you want to do is to gather your tools, because you can get a board or magazines or print pictures that resonate with your dreams. For some people, you see kids say, oh, I want to drive a Benz, I want to drive this car. I know people who are very enthusiastic about these things, and when they wake up, they create a board, and it doesn't even have to be like a board. You know the sticky notes that people use? It can be anything. It can be like a cardboard paper. Anything, you can use it. So it's not something that you need to think about, oh, I'm going to spend a lot of money doing this thing. It's very simple. What are your tools? Get a board if you can't afford one. Get a cardboard sheet if you can't afford one. Get a paper if you can afford one. Now, print out pictures that resonate with your dream. So if I want to be like a top journalist, I can put, or I like people I know. I've said here many times that I like the way I like a lot of Barack Obama speeches. I like a lot of Femi Osibanjo speeches. That's the former vice president of Nigeria. Yemi, I beg your pardon. Osibanjo speeches. I like what's her name again? Christiana Amanpour, or CNN. I like all of these people. So I can gather my tools and my pictures of these people doing what they're doing. They have spoken to larger and global audiences. They have stood on stages that I have not even dreamt of standing on. So that might just be the dreams that I resonate with. So what I can do is gather pictures that resonate with this dream. So these are my tools I'm getting together. I probably need a marker. I need printed pictures that resonate with my dreams. I need, a glitter pen. I need pencils. I need a ruler. Gather your tools. And now the third thing you want to do is organize your dream. How do you do that? You divide your board into sections. By sections, I mean your career growth. There should be a career section. There should be a health section. There should be a relationship section, and so on. As many sections as you want. So what are my dreams? I want to be super healthy in the year 2025. I should have a section for it. I want to be 10 times richer than I already am in 2025. Where am I currently? There should be a board, or there should be a section of the board for that. Now in 2025, I want to maybe be married, or I want to get into a serious relationship, or I want to just have kids. What do I want? I should also create a section of my vision board for that. So add pictures of that. It might look like a very crazy thing to do, but trust me when I say that looking at these things every morning helps give you a very clearer perspective of what you want to do and how you want to do these things. So yes, organize your dreams, divide your board into sections in your career, your health, your relationship, and your finances, and so on, and add pictures and affirmations as well, and even scriptures if that's your style, according to your style. Some people say, oh, we do a lot of positive affirmations. I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. everything that you want, every section that you have, created on your board, you should add pictures to it, you should add affirmations to it, and you should add scriptures to it, if that is your style. If you're a Muslim, you know what you add there, your Quran verses, your Quranic verses, or whatever you want. You can add it underneath, the pictures of the sections that you have created for yourself. And that's the number 3 things you should do in creating your vision board. And the 4th thing you should do is visualize and commit. Once your board is done, what you should do is spend a moment each day visualizing your goals, and don't forget to take action towards these goals. The bulk of the work, especially when it comes to creating a vision board, is the organizing of your dream, because you have to start to figure out exactly what your goals are. You now start to segment them one after the other, creating pictures, affirmations and scriptures that will resonate to where you want to see yourself. It's not about saying that in the next 5 years, where do I want to see myself? In the next 10 years, where do I want to see myself? In the next 20 years, where do I want to see myself? Because I know that in this part of the world, we always would like to ask these questions. Where do I want to see myself? What do I want to do? So now take that from just asking yourself, or take that from just asking yourselves what you want to do, to now visualizing it either on a cardboard paper, on a board, or a paper, anything that you have access to. Mention how it can work. See, this can work for both your personal, your professional, and your spiritual goals. So as a person, you say, okay, I don't pray too much, I don't pray that much, I don't study my Bible or my Quran that much, and I want to be better when I get into 2025. In creating that segment, you should put spiritual growth as part of the segment and say, okay, I want to read my Bible or my Quran 2 times every day or 3 times every day. I want to observe my prayers 2 or 3 times every day. It is super important. It's important that you reflect on different areas of your life. Don't just do a holistic reflection where you're talking about my life. Oh, do I have money? No, I don't have money. So what do I want in 2025? I want to have more money. No. There are other areas of yourselves or of your life as a person. Your finances is just one of them, but your career, your relationships, and your spirituality and your health is also very important. Ask yourself, if I continue going the way I'm going right now, will I still be healthy in 2025? If I don't go for my regular checkups, if I don't eat healthy, if I don't do what I need to do, will I be as healthy as I am right now in the next year? Now, when it comes to your spirituality, if I keep doing things on my own or on my own knowledge, will I be able to sustain what I have right now? If yes, then very good. If no, then find a way to reconnect with your maker or whatever higher power that it is that you reference in your life. What do you want to achieve this year or in the next season of your life? What legacy do you want to build as a person? It's super important for you to have this, it's super important for you to have this at the back of your mind when you want to, do something. Now, let me just pay attention to setting clear and achievable goals, because I said that from the start that your goals must be smart. The importance of smart goals, that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Instead of just to say get healthy, you can now say I want to exercise 3 times a week and lose 5 kg by June. This is a more effective way to set a goal, right? So instead of saying I want to be healthier, I want to go to the gym in 2025, a better way to put that on your vision board is to give yourself the end product or the end result of what you want to be doing. So it's not that I just want to get healthy. It's not that I just want to go to the gym. What I want to do, how do I get there? Exercising 3 times a week and losing 5 kg by June. So it's important to set clear and achievable goals. Now, the number 5 thing is to visualize, pray, and meditate over it, which is the same thing with the last thing I said. After completing this vision board, like I said, the 3rd thing is like the hardest thing to do. So visualize, pray, and meditate over it. After completing that board, spend time visualizing your goals. If I truly do this, what does it mean to my growth, right? If I truly follow through with all of these things I have put down, all of these sections and the pictures that I have put, and the affirmations and the scriptures that I have put there, and the Quranic scriptures also Quranic verses also I have put there, what do I truly hope to achieve? Visualize your goal. Then you say, okay, I will be a bit better. I'll be more confident. When you have all of these things penned down, look at the end goal of what you're trying to do. Now, for spiritually inclined or people, like for everyone listening who is spiritually inclined, I encourage prayers and affirmation or meditative practices to align your intentions with your actions. I know that many times here we have come out to say, oh, it's the end of the year, we need to do this, we need to do that. It's also very important for you to pray. Much as I'm saying, don't spend all of your time praying and actually not taking action. Because at the end of the day, it will be a vicious circle where you're just praying and you're not taking any action to ensure that these prayers find somewhere to rest on, right? So if you are a spiritually inclined person, Christian, Muslim, whatever you worship, it's important for you to pray over what you have written, to affirm. I know a lot of us do positive affirmations, meditate or practice meditation to align your intentions and your actions, or with your actions. These things are super important and they work. So it's important that in creating your vision board, this is the final step and you must learn to do it. So again, let me run us quickly through the steps before we even talk about how to maintain how do we call it again? How to maintain consistency in setting your goals. So the first thing, like I said, in creating your vision board is how will I say it? The first thing in creating your vision board is to define your goals. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? And let your goals be clear and specific. That's when I talked about the SMART goals. Now, the number 2, gather your tools, your vision board. That's your board, your papers, whatever it is you're going to be using, scissors, glue, magazines, print pictures that resonate with your dreams. And I would like you to make it as vibrant as possible. So it's not just a boring piece hanging somewhere on your wall. Nah, make it as vibrant as possible, because your goal must excite you. I don't know about you, but it's something that's very personal to me. If I have this goal and I have this picture that tells me what I will look like, I'm excited about what I'm seeing. So that keeps me going. There's something it does to the brain. It keeps you going every step of the way. So please, as much as possible, make your vision board as vibrant as possible. Now, the third thing is, like I said, organize your dreams. Divide your board into sections: your career, your health, your finances, your spirituality, and your relationships as well. So like I also said, add pictures, affirmations, and even scriptures if that's your style. Now, number 4th thing is visualize and commit to these goals that you have set for yourself. Visualize your goal. Once your board is done, spend a moment each day visualizing your goals, and don't forget to take actions towards them. Don't forget to take actions towards them. It's important. The action is the most important part of the vision board, not even the vision board itself. What you do after creating this board is the most important thing, and that tells everyone that you have actually done the work, or you have taken time to segment your goals, and you have actually worked towards it. At the end of the year 2025, you just might just be happy with yourself for doing this at the time that you did. Now, I know that consistency is also a problem, right? Consistency is also a problem. So there are tips that can help you stay on track when you create your vision board. If you don't have the luxury of having an accountability partner where you guys can go over your goals on a monthly basis or a weekly basis or quarterly basis, if you don't have an accountability partner, number 1 thing I will encourage you to do is place the board where it is visible daily. So every day I get to see that board. I know where I am at. I know what is lacking. I know what to do next. Okay, so place the board where it is very visible daily. And something else is, when we set these goals for ourselves, we look at them as an ambiguous thing, So if you must stay on track, one thing I advise you to do is also break down your big goals into small and actionable steps. By small and actionable steps, I can say, you remember I said, staying healthy is not just a goal, right? You can just say, I want to be healthy in 2025. But when you say, I want to visit the gym 3 times a week and lose 5 kg by June, that's a more realistic goal, and that's a more specific goal. So break it down into smaller and actionable steps. So this week I went 2 times. I need to do better. I need to make it 3 times because that's the goal I set for myself. So it's a smaller goal now. It's not like before the end of June, I want to lose 50 kg and I want to be healthy. How do I get there? Is by working out 3 times every week. So break big goals into small and actionable steps. Now, something else you want to do is review and update the vision board as goals evolve. Now, there are times when you have created this board, you say to yourself, okay, this no longer works for me. Because the truth is, much as we are trying to do what it is within our human power, I believe that there's always a bigger picture. There's always a higher power that I personally submit to. I don't know about you, but if there's that kind of power you submit to, then you know that there are possibilities that can change within a twinkle of an eye. So if I say that before the end of June, I want to make a profit of 50%, it can happen in January. It can happen in February. It can happen after June. And that's why it's important for you to review and update the vision board as the goals evolve. So if I say before June, I want to make 50% profit, because I make the profit before June, doesn't mean I can relax. I can now go to my vision board and say, okay, I have made 50% before June. I need to set another target for myself. I have another extra 2 months. Is it possible to make another 50%? So my vision board from the start of the year says 50%, but before the end of June, I've been able to make 150% increase in my sales. That's a big step, and that's a bold step. So break your big goals into small actionable steps, and then review and update the vision board as the goals evolve. That's one thing you must learn to do. Nothing is cast in stone, right? So the fact that I have put it as my vision board for the year doesn't mean it must remain like that. As I evolve, as it changes, I should also be able to save, to change and review what I have on my vision board. And then another thing is, all through this month, I've just been big on gratitude, So celebrate your milestones along the way, no matter how little they are. Okay, yes, I want to make 50% before the end of June, but I didn't make 50%. I made 30%. That's also an increase, right? So you need to also be grateful for that and celebrate that along the way while you walk towards adjusting your goals or adjusting the patterns with which you actualize your goals, so that you can hit an even bigger mark before the end of the year. So these are very important things. So I think I'll just open up the phone lines to ask you all what your goals and ideas are, and if you're confused about anything, especially when it comes to creating your vision board, do well to let me know. And now we'll just do something. We can just create and share our vision boards. You can just share it to Eagles FM platform, on Facebook. You can share your vision boards with us. When you share it online, just tag us and let us know that, you have created a vision board for yourself. So let's make it an even more interesting thing to do. So yes, create and share your vision board. And you know how to tag us at Eagles FM Abuja on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, which is now X, and on TikTok as well. If you create that vision board, do well to tag us underneath your video or underneath the picture of your vision board. And trust me, I'll be more than happy to know that you guys are getting your goals smart. So yes, your actions, right, and your faith and persistence is what will bring this vision to life. It's not because you have written it down. Your actions are most important in helping you actualize your goals. Your faith in the vision because if you create the vision board and you don't believe those things you have on the vision board, trust me when I say it's just a complete waste of time. And be very persistent, because these are the things that will bring these things to life, not because you wrote them down. It will come to life because you have faith in what you have written down, and you have worked so hard to ensuring that what you have written down becomes, not just a vision for yourself, but becomes a reality that you are currently walking in. So like I said, I'll open up the phone lines. If you have any questions, especially when it comes to creating your vision board for yourself, do well to hit us up on 090-7353-00 and 44, or 090-8766-88 and 88. We have a WhatsApp number which is very much active. You can leave us a message there, send us a voice note, or send us a WhatsApp message letting us know what your concerns are, especially when it comes to creating a vision board, how we can help you to create a better vision board on 090-9705-4450. If you experience any difficulty, call us here and